there, Palmer. It is Tommy Laren, and I've been sent by Kelly to wish you a very happy 65th birthday and a very Merry Christmas. I know you love freedom, you love Donald Trump, and I want to thank you so much for being a fan of mine. I know that you retired from Home Depot after being there since the beginning. You are a kick-ass American, a self-made man, born in the great state of Texas. Palmer, we need more people out there just like you. Hope you have a fantastic birthday and a great new year. God bless you, and take care.
Hey Palmer, this is your older and taller brother in Massachusetts. I'm recording this video because I can't be there in person, can't really travel during this time. I wish I could be present. So I'm supposed to answer a couple questions for this. The first is, how has my life been impacted by Palmer Grimm? Well, wow, what can I say? You were my first friend and constant companion growing up. You were my college roommate and partner in crime and lots of youthful shenanigans that we were never caught at. I'm also supposed to provide a favorite memory, but how can one pick just one memory after 65 years of being brothers? So there's far too many good ones. And I'll just have to say, the best ones should be kept private anyway. So happy birthday, brother. Wish I could be there, and hope that we can be together for next year's.
Hey honey, I hope that I haven't blown the surprise yet. You're not making it easy on me. That's why I'm sneaking in here whispering now, trying to make this video. This isn't my birthday video for you, by the way. That'll come later. This is just an apology for the crappy editing on the next video. This is a surprise guest, and he just kept rambling, so I had to edit him. He's heavily edited. I mean, I think he's got ADD. Seriously, he needs a hobby or a job, or like maybe jobs, maybe plural jobs.
Hi, Palmer. Steve Wozniak here. Wanted to say hi and congratulate you as you celebrate your 65th birthday soon. What can I say about what is good about being older? There was a time in life when I was always the youngest guy in the room, but now I'm kind of like usually the oldest. So my wife set up a 70th birthday party that I'll never forget, you know, with lots of favorite friends, even singing songs to me online. So these days I usually wind up saying, been there, done that. To me, I mean, I know how much she must mean to you, and she really cares about you. So gotta respect all of the other ones and what they say and where they're coming from, and your way is not the only right. You know, you're working with a lot of people in life or in a company, and they all have their own separate roles. It's sort of a loyalty thing, and that kind of goes for any marriage. I mean, Apple was a marriage. Steve Jobs and I were a marriage. We never fought. We never had a disagreement in public or anything. You know, we always got along. So, but it's always good to run into people that believe in us. I'm very loyal. I hope you use our Apple products as well. And I hope you say, wow, these are great products. They work smoothly. They're nice. They're easy. They're really designed for human beings. What if we didn't make good products for people that enhance their lives? I used to say, oh my gosh, what could a person at Apple that has had a paycheck every single week since we started the company? A lot of people don't know this. I've never really left the company. I get a token paycheck, but that's, you know, one thing we learn as we age a bit. Well, we are very nice to young people. When I was young, I never feared talking to an older person. You always could, even though I was too shy to talk to people my own age. Then I also started saying that, well, we learned that life is very short. Life is not a dress rehearsal. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me, and I wish you the best and hope to run into you someday. Bye now, Palmer.
When do you get a man for his birthday that has everything and can buy anything for himself? So a tribute will be a priceless thing. Kelly had the right idea, and she asked all of us to go ahead and say a few things about you for your birthday. First of all, I've known you, we go way back about 40 years. I think I met you when I was 10. That's a big LOL. But anyway, so I've known you for over 40 years. You've been a great friend, a great mentor, and have been there for me and for a lot of us. I remember a special time. It was a sad time when my sister-in-law Tony passed away a few years ago, and you showed up to the funeral. That meant so much to me. And then of course when my brother, her husband, Gabby, passed away 2 years after her, you were there for me. You showed up to the funeral. You were very supportive. It was a very bad time. I couldn't even walk, talk, stand up. But you were right there, and I appreciated that so much, and I hold that deed of yours deep in my heart. You've been a great friend to me and to so many people from the Home Depot family and outside the Home Depot family, and we appreciate you so much. You're a man of few words, but you have a very big heart, and I just want you to know that I'm gonna revert back to what my grandmother once said to me. You can count a man's riches by how many people say good things about him. And I want to tell you, my friends, you are very rich, because there's a lot of people out there that love you, respect you, and wish you well in life in general, and also wish you a great happy birthday. I want to thank Kelly for the opportunity, for letting me blab on about you, and I want to thank all the people that showed up on this tribute feed and said the great things about you. And I want to celebrate with the best champagne for the best friend I have. Of course, I'll be popping this after work tonight, and wish you the best and Merry Christmas.
Hey, Palmer. Happy birthday, Jason DeLeo. A long time ago, we worked with each other at Buford Highway. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what to say, but happy birthday. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you buying things.
Well, okay. Well, hey, Palmer. Happy 65th birthday to you. If you don't recognize this old man, you'll remember me as a much younger person, Payne Walker. Good to see you. To talk to you. It's been quite a long time since we've gotten together. Many of the old Store 2 people. I know there have been efforts to try to get together a reunion that has never come to pass. We need to do that. I'd love to get together with you and see you. I think I see you on Facebook every now and then. I'm not on there much, but I've seen them. I think we're friends. I'm not very active on it. I don't think you are either. But this is coming to you from your wife, who put it together, as you know, for your 65th birthday. So I hope you have a great one. I'd like to all get together one day soon. I still talk to a lot of the old Store 2 people. Jason DeLeo on occasion, Tim Miller, Ricky Dalton. He's always playing music. Every now and then I'll get together and go see him. But in 1980s, Store 2, man, that was the place to be. Worked there as a senior in high school, all through college. Kept me out of trouble, kept me busy, paid pretty good money back then for the day. Unfortunately, I didn't do anything good with all that money that I had the opportunity to do with the stock options and whatnot back in the day. I always took my money and ran down to Panama City, from what I remember. But it was a great time. I had a great time working for you and all the great people that were at that store. So many names. I have recently, through Facebook, gotten in touch on Facebook with a lot of people from back then. There's a Facebook group, Store 2 people. People throw pictures out there every now and then. David Wilbanks, I see on there every now and then. People I hadn't heard of or talked to for years. So it's a great venue there. I guess Facebook, that's one of the best things it's for, is to reconnect with old friends like we're doing right now. So I hope you have a great birthday. Thank your wife for putting this together. I'm glad I was able to participate. Hopefully this thing comes through okay. I'm currently coming to you from a hotel room in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I work for Southwest Airlines, so I'm out here on the trip with them. Got married myself 12 years ago. I have a 9-year-old son and an 11-year-old daughter living up in Jefferson, Georgia, just up in northeast Georgia, just north of Atlanta. But I hope you're doing well, Palmer. Have a great birthday.
Hi Palmer, it's Chris Fitzgerald. I worked with you at the Marietta Home Depot and then followed up working with you at the Buford Highway. One of the fondest memories I have is when we were doing the deliveries to Northside Drive. I don't want to say where we were going, but you always wanted to go with me. So a lot of good memories with you and enjoyed working with you, and I want to wish you a very, very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Palmer Grimm. Hard to believe you are 65. I'm not too many years behind you. Does not seem like it's been 38, 39 years since we worked together at Store 2 in Buford Highway. I learned a lot from you. It's hard to put all it into words right now. I can recall many times lessons about merchandising and mostly about leadership and how you gave loyalty to those that gave you loyalty. And that lesson has carried on with me for many, many years. I recall one time a snowstorm at Store 2 where no one could get to the store. I was the only person unlucky enough to live within walking distance of the store. I don't think I even owned a car at the time. So you crashed at my place for a couple of days, and you and me and a couple other people ran the store and maybe had 10 customers all day. It was all plumbing fittings and bags of sand. Obviously, we all went out to Phoenix in the same time, late in '83. That was a tremendous adventure to me. I really enjoyed setting up a new store with you. I started as your service desk manager out there, and had a little problem being late to work, which you may recall. I recall one time I called a meeting for all my service desk associates for maybe 6:30 or 7 in the morning and overslept and missed my own meeting. That's bad when you're the leader of the service desk and you miss your own meeting. So I was dreading running into you that day when I came in, but I was up at the service desk working. You walked by and you didn't really say anything. You just walked by about 10 feet from me, got my attention, so I was looking at you in the eye, and you went like this. And then you turned and walked away. The message was clear without you saying a word. That was the last time I was going to be late. And I believe it was, and that's been about 35 years. I wish you all the best for the future, and I hope we run into each other here sometime soon. It's been a long, long road, and I've enjoyed it every year of it. Take care, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey Palmer, it's David Wilbanks. I wanted to shout out and wish you a very happy birthday. Got great memories from Store 102 and working with you, and that was just a great store and great people. I can't believe you're turning 65 because that means I'm pretty old as well. So I hope that you have many, many more birthdays. And I want to give a special shout out to Kelly for asking me to be a part of your happy birthday message. So hope it's a great day and hope you have a great year. See you later. Bye-bye.
Hey Palmer, Tim Miller here. 65 years old. Gosh, cannot believe how time flies. Just doesn't seem like it was that far or long ago where we were roaming the aisles at Store 2. Anyway, listen, just want to say happy birthday and just a couple quick things. 2 things that stick out to me that I will forever be grateful to you. Number 1, thank you for not firing me on that day back in the early 80s where I probably should have been fired. But I wasn't, and I'm still at Home Depot 39 years later. So thank you for that. 2, thank you for introducing me to the stock market. I mean, that's not something you learn in school, not something my parents, family, or anybody I knew taught me about. And you sat me down on multiple occasions and convinced me that I needed to be saving my money and putting money into the stock market. So a lot of lessons learned from that, and still have $1 or $2 left over from that. But again, that was a big impact you've made on my life. So I certainly appreciate those 2 big things that you did for me and didn't. But anyway, listen, happy birthday. I hope you have a great one, and it would be great if we could catch up one of these days. Looking forward to it. Take care, my friend. See you.
Hey, happy birthday and Merry Christmas, old man. I sure do miss working for you. You were the best manager I've ever had. You were always full of integrity and a hard worker. I remember the time when I walked up to the store on Buford Highway and you were out there shoveling the parking lot. Nobody else was there to help you, just you. I also remember all of our walks to and from the bank with the money deposit. Boy, you sure couldn't do that now. I was walking it in a shopping cart. Palmer, I want you to know I love you, and I still have that TV you got me so I could watch my soaps instead of just listening to them all day. Thank you so much. Thank you for being there. And the store went down when you left. I love you.
Got this information or this opportunity from Kelly to say a few words. Here it goes. But I'd like to share with you this one experience I have with my daughter. My oldest daughter, when she was a senior in high school, she asked me, she said, "Dad, I got a project that's due and I need to think of or get a song from the years 1969 to the present." I said, "Okay, I've got 2 songs to choose from. The first one is Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin." I said, "But the one I really want to give you is Time in the Bottle by Jim Croce." You know, it just seems that when we're younger, we feel as though that we've got endless amounts of time, but we realize that really life is about how we spend our time. Hopefully we choose our time wisely and spend it wisely, because it's the most precious thing that we have. Despite what all's going on, craziness in the world, and that we're getting older, I hope that you just, that you and your family are safe, healthy, happy, and that you enjoy spending your time with one another. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.
Well, happy birthday, Palmer. Kelly reached out and to some folks to see if we could give you a message on your special birthday. And look, I was really excited to share a few things with you. First, happy birthday. And then I've got a few other lessons and a few other memories that might put a smile on your face as well.
Hey Palmer, this is Emily, and this is also retake number, let's go with 15. Dara told me about the video that Kelly was doing for you, so I just thought I would pop in and say happy birthday to you. I'm still up here in New Jersey, fighting hard every day not to have the dreaded New Jersey accent. Clearly, by the amount of people who have submitted videos and the things that they were saying, you had such a positive impact on so many people's lives, so thank you for that. I literally was just saying to my current boss that the other best boss I ever had, which would be you, and I was just talking about how you managed everything, so thank you for being the other best boss that I ever had. I hope everything's going well for you and your family, and happy birthday to you.
It was March 1990 when Palmer Grimm gave me a opportunity to start a new career at Home Depot. It's been 30 years now. I think that he did real good. So I do appreciate it, Palmer, and happy birthday.
Hey, Palmer.
Happy birthday!
Just wanted to reach out and give you and wish you a happy birthday. It's been about 21 years now since I had the opportunity to be mentored by an outstanding manager. You definitely made an impact in my life and definitely my career. It's been a wonderful ride. It's been a long time, and I just want to wish you a happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
Henry Mangio and Robin Mangio.
Hi Palmer, I want to wish you a happy birthday. I worked with you for several years at 106, and I probably learned more from you as a store manager than I have from anyone else in my career. But may you have a great birthday and Merry Christmas.
Hey Palmer, Wanda Roberts here. Just wanted to take the opportunity to tell you happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day, and to let you know that you're thought of very fondly and often. Still laughing at some of the crazy things we did a long time ago. Probably a strong 95% of the crazy things that I was involved in, you were one way or another. And again, you just have a beautiful birthday, and we think about you.
I forgot to push the button, so I've been talking for 10 minutes. Happy birthday, Palmer. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Great memories at 106, and then at Vinings, and learned a lot, grew up a lot. It was probably one of the best places in my life. It was lots of fun. Yes, to say you were intimidating would be, I guess, yeah, true. And it was inconvenient at times to have your office right across from the computer room. But anyway, you had a way of making people get out of their comfort zone. And I thank you for that. One time you made me move from my comfy job in the computer room and work out in electrical. And it was fun, it was interesting. And then also wellness program came out, and that was not something I was comfortable with, standing in front of 200 people, but I did it, and I thank you for that. So once again, happy birthday. Go and spend your millions, okay? Enjoy. All right, take care. Bye.
All right, so lesson number 1. And some of you making these videos may be aware of what I'm about to talk about, and that is the dreaded woodshed visit. That is out behind 106, store 106. If you really did something wrong, you came to the office, you got in trouble, he said, hey, follow me. And then he walked through the store, not super fast. You followed him. He didn't say anything. Down the sidewalk, out to the back, on the other side of the curb, by the woods. It was called A Visit to the Woodshed. Now, of my many visits to the woodshed, there is two words that I took away, and that was maintain deniability. It's something I believe my father might have spoken to me about as well, but of all the visits out there and back, the silence on the way out, the silence on the way back was very painful. You felt like you let somebody down, and you did. But I certainly, lesson number one is you need to understand when to maintain deniability. Lesson number one.
Hey Palmer, it's Warren, and on behalf of the Watson family, just wanted to say happy birthday. It's we're all getting another year older. It seems like it's faster and faster. We were asked to share a story of some type, and there's one in particular that comes to mind, having been sitting in the office with you there at Kennesaw for store 106, and I shared with you that Jeff Nesbitt, LPS at the time, had recently lost his dog, passed away. And so a few minutes later, Jeff walks in, and Palmer looks at Jeff and says, "Oh, doggone." And I just shook my head, and Jeff just turned around and walked out. But so that was one of many stories that I could probably tell. And but I did want to let you know that we're thinking about you. Hope life is going well, and wish you the best. Take care.
So, before I wish Palmer a happiest of birthdays, I want to give you a funny memory. So it was actually about this time, December of 1989. I was working on the lot. I was in college at the time, and Palmer wasn't one of those that spoke a lot to the lot guys and everything. So when I saw him walking out to his truck with his his little briefcase in tow, like usual, I ran up to him, was just saying, "Hey, listen, I really appreciate working here and everything, but I'd really like to talk to you about getting a bump in raise or a bump in pay, and can we discuss that?" And he just kept walking. He never made eye contact or anything. He just said no, and then he got in his truck and just left. So one of my earliest memories of Palmer, I actually went back about a week and a half later and told him how much I appreciated the opportunity of working there, but that I would be heading somewhere else to another job that offered better pay. And he actually stopped then and said, "Hang on, I think there's something we could do here," which taught me a valuable lesson. So if you feel you have worth, and argue for it. But nonetheless, man, 30 years later, I just still think the world of you, Palmer. Humble guy, and I just wish you the happiest of birthdays. All right, buddy, and a happy holidays as well. Thanks, everyone.
Hello, Palmer. Dick D'Elia here. I just want to wish you a happy birthday, you young fella. I want to thank you for all the guidance you gave me to become an assistant manager. You gave me the opportunity to work for Home Depot. You hired me. I worked with you at two different stints. Of course, I've been retired now for 10 years, but I had 21 years with the company, and they were good years. Thank you very much, and again, happy birthday, and I hope you enjoy your day. You take care. See you later.
Hey Palmer, Randy Miner, Store 106. My best memory of you is that you were always a great manager, very kind, friendly. I always enjoyed working with you. I hope you have the best birthday ever. Take care.
Welcome back. Here we are for lesson number 2. One Saturday morning, I was working and the nails didn't come in on Friday night. Many of you remember I worked in hardware for like 4 years and put nails up every single Friday for 2 years of my life. My back is still hurting, by the way, but for the most part, it worked out well for me. I'm not complaining. But on a Saturday morning, we didn't get in these 6 or 8 or 10 pallets of nails that I would typically order. So we were pretty bad out of stock. Palmer making his rounds at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning certainly caught his attention whenever he walked by the nail aisle. And he asked me what happened. I told him. I instantly felt like I was in trouble and I'd let the big man down again. You know what I'm saying? The big man is not happy. He didn't have to say it, but you kind of knew what was going on there. He said, well, make a list of what you need and meet me out front. So I didn't know. I got out my Home Depot cut ticket out of my apron, made a list. We could not be out of 16cc sinkers. The homeowners and contractors were coming, and we did not want to disappoint. So I meet him out front. He's got his truck sitting on the curb. Probably a 1970-something square body, the kind of truck that my son kind of loves today. Gray. I remember it was gray. And we get in, and we drive over to Wheelers on Canton Highway. And again, the big man didn't say much. I was kind of sweating underneath the pits. I've got the hardware department out of stock, so we drive over to Wheelers. Again, not much is said. He said, just get what you need. I mean, the man, he did not even help me load the nails. You know what I'm saying? He kind of tooled up front and got himself a cup of free contractor coffee at Wheelers and kind of sipped it down while I busted my can and loaded up the nails on some carts. And then we purchased them, loaded them up, drove back to Home Depot. I unloaded them again, but this time the lot guys came out. I think it was Colin Rafferty might have came out and helped, unload some nails, and we brought them in. And he returned them. We put them on the shelf, and he might have said 5 words, but it was something like never, ever, 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 ever run out of stock. Run out of stock was like 1 word. Ever, 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 ever was even more important. Just do not, run out of stock. So if I hadn't learned it by then, certainly that day was burned in me for the rest of my Home Depot career in a good way. But it was really an incredible lesson that actions, doing something about it was more important than telling people that they're out of stock. So I carried that lesson with me for the rest of my career. So great job. Lesson number 2, do not be out of stock or another long walk ride with PG and him not saying anything. Lesson 2.
Hey Palmer, it's Robbie.
And Stephanie from the Kennesaw Store 106, back all the way to 1988. We love you. We miss you. You are the best store manager ever. And we just want you to have a great, great, happy birthday. So happy birthday.
Bye.
Palmer, hey there. It's Keith Ory from Zombie House Flipping. I hope you're doing really well. I understand you are a Christmas baby. Well, you're turning 65, I think, so you're not really a baby, but you were born on Christmas Day. That's really cool. Actually, in one of my favorite songs, Leave On by Elton John, the subject of the song was Born on Christmas Day. So when Kelly wrote and said that you were a fan of the show and that you have been involved in home improvement for a long time, it struck a chord with me. And I really wanted to say, thanks for all the work you did at Home Depot, and that it's really cool to be able to reach out and say hi to you. We're all in this industry. We love what we do, and it's fun to work with other people who have that passion. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, and that you're looking forward to your birthday. All right? Hey, thank you very much. Take care. Talk soon.
This is Jennifer Harrison, formerly Jennifer Matheny is what you probably remember me by. I just wanted to wish you a very, very happy birthday, and I wanted to thank you. Thank you for providing opportunity to me as a young girl, or teenager actually, at the time when I started working at the 106 store. And more importantly, I wanted to thank you for what you did for Daryl. So, he was a really important person, obviously, to me, and even though things didn't work out with us, that is besides the fact. What you did for him was you believed in an underdog. You believed in somebody that a lot of people might not have believed in, and you did so much for his career and for who he became as a man and eventually a father. You created a sense of family at that store, and I can tell you, I don't think a lot of other people have ever achieved that with Home Depot. The store that we had, the 106 store, and the family that was there and all the people that work there, we still are in touch and we still stay in touch, and a lot of that is because you and what you created there. I just want to thank you again for everything that you did for us, and also, let you know how special you were. A lot of people might have been scared of you, but I never was. I really wasn't, because one of the coolest things about you is you had the biggest heart and you got stuff done, but you did it with a soft approach, but maybe not everybody might not agree with that, but to me, you did it with a soft approach, a hard hand, but soft approach. You got it done, and people wanted to follow you. People wanted to do right by you. And that's the environment that you created. So again, I just wanted to let you know, thank you so much. Happy, happy birthday to you. God bless you. Love you. Bye.
Okay, so Palmer, how are you? Let me preface the beanie right now. It is 44 degrees in my home office. Of which I've been in since March of 2020. But I knew, so it's early, and I knew that if I didn't get this video done, Kelly would absolutely end my life in 2020. So my mother, who's still around, by the way, 81 years old, said, "Brian, why don't you go to Home Depot?" I am grateful for the opportunity you took on some kid from Jersey. My first day on the job, I walked by you with a earring in my left ear, and you went, "Er," and you were like, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "Get that out. Get rid of that." So I shopped the HQ down there, which was green, and it was just identical to us. And I remember, oh my gosh, these guys they're going to come and be our competition, all that stuff. So I hand wrote every price compared to ours, and handed it to you in a folder on your desk. And you brought me in the office a few days later, gave me a merit badge. Pretty cool. These little corny moments, but they always stuck out with me. So you brought me in the office one day and you said to me, you have the potential to be the best manager that's ever worked for me. And I remember the profound impact it had on me, that you believed in me. And here you are, the great Palmer, the guy that's got 800 managers that you hired, and and 1,000 relationships that you helped cultivate because of the folks that you hired. You're a legend, right? And for you to say something like that to me was so impactful. You saw potential in me that was more than I ever saw myself. And you know, what little things I've carved out in life, all the great things are always a direct result of the chance you took to bring me in and the time you took to mentor me. So I am so appreciative of that. You were a great friend, and I'll always be grateful for that. You will always be. Obviously, you were at my wedding, so with my wife, whom you also hired. You have something. It's kind of cool. So that's, you may not be able to see, it's just 12 units strong. So this was an award I got recently. Told you to get on that F&D. But this deal here, this 12 unit thing here is something that I created when I got on board. And anyway, the executive team, Tom Taylor, who's our CEO, they sent this thing out. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, I am, again, grateful for everything that you've done. Dave, Kelly, phenomenal job setting this thing up. Thank you for all the great things in my life. Some of the best friends in the world I have today are those that you've hired. So what a great thing to be able to rest in life and know that you made such an impact on so many people. So thank you. Love you, and happy birthday. See you, man.
Here we are, the scene of lesson number 3. This one might have been the most impactful in my life, and I know I learned something that I used for many years to come, a tool that was very, very powerful. But Palmer and I were standing at the front of the store one day, and I had actually already turned in my notice. I was working at another Home Depot, and I worked for not a very nice man at all. And it was just, I was kind of done. And so I turned in my notice, gave him like a 3-month notice, took a job with another company, and somehow Palmer pulled off some magic that only he had the ability to wheel on people, and he got me transferred to his store. He called me on a Sunday while I was asleep. I think I'd worked all night Saturday night, and I was in a recliner when I answered the phone. He told me in 3 or 4 days I was reporting to his store. This was a conversation that subsequently happened at the front of the store. And so I was leaving, and he said, look, I know you're going to leave, I know you're not happy, but work here for a couple months, and you know, if you change your mind, you know, you can stay, and if not, you know, you can work out your notice and start a new job. But it was something else he said. You know, he told me that I should stick around and get rid of some of the asses and jerks and leaders and managers that kind of make it a bad place to work, and not only Home Depot, but other retailers. Sometimes we just have some bad leaders, and we can't let bad leaders ruin us. And he told me at that point that I should really stick around because I could be a vice president someday. Now, you know, as a young man, I could only see the people that I saw. So if you worked in a Home Depot, yeah, I could see being an assistant store manager. Yeah, I could see being a store manager because I see those people. We kind of get an idea of what they do, but to be a vice president, that was multiple levels, you know, over what I had ever, you know, really considered. And over the next couple months, you know, obviously, you know, people can make it a bad place to work, but at the Home Depot at that time, the Kennesaw Home Depot, under Palmer's leadership, it was one of the absolute best places to work. So I learned a lot about leadership, I learned a lot about management, and I learned that, you know, you can really inspire people by showing them and seeing the capabilities in them that will allow them to be more than they could think they could be. And that's called, you know, inspiring and leadership. And that was probably the best message and the largest one that impacted me. And it really sent me down a trail that's longer than we can discuss today. But that was probably the most important lesson. And it was probably at a time when you really didn't have to do much for me, but you did. But it was super life-changing. I'd love to catch up with you sometime and tell you the rest of the story. So happy birthday. I know it's special. I hope some of these put a smile on your face.
And then I've got one more video to kind of bring it home that encapsulates all the skills that I've learned over my 32 plus years with Home Depot, and it should give you a nice chuckle. But take care. Happy birthday. You deserve it.
Look who's having a birthday. Happy birthday, Palmer. When Kelly sent out the message that she was doing this, I thought, wow, what an awesome idea. And then my next thought was, what could I possibly say that Kilroy hasn't already said in his 4 videos? Just kidding. Anyways, you have to know how much you are loved and respected, and still to this day a legend at Home Depot. For those of us that are still working there, we periodically talk about the days at 106, and we reflect on those days as being some of the best days of our lives. I think most people would agree with that. I know I do. There were so many things that came out of 106. We were such a family back then. I mean, the friendships that were made out of 106 working underneath you, the relationships that developed out of 106 working underneath you, the babies that were made out of 106 working underneath you. I mean, you were definitely the king of that castle back in the day, and I know that there are stories and there's promotions and there's people that have been very successful, and if you trace it all comes back to you. So that is something that I hope that you hold very dear and that you are super proud of yourself for. My memories do not really involve work so much as they are personal. So I was hired by you at 16. I had only been 16 for about a month, so I could barely drive a car, let alone know what a real job was. But you took that challenge on, and I am assuming that it was a big challenge back then to have a 16-year-old be working on that front end. But you were so incredibly good to me through my teenage years. I look back and I remember times like one time I had said to you, hey Palmer, I'm gonna quit high school, and I'm just gonna work at Home Depot full time. And you brought me into your office and you said, if you quit high school, I will fire you from Home Depot. And back then, that check meant a lot to me. And so I obviously went back to school and finished. And I owe that to you because I was going through a time where I probably, had I worked for anyone else, they wouldn't have cared. And I might have ended up actually quitting high school. So you were a huge influence on me during that time. At 24, there was a period where I had told my friends, you know what, I'm gonna buy a house, and I was pretty serious about it. Everyone thought I was crazy. I was crazy thinking that maybe I could possibly do it, but I was really determined, and I went to you and I said, Palmer, I really wanna buy a house, but I am completely lost, and I just need some guidance. You not only took it upon yourself to help me the entire way, but you went over all the contracts. You made sure that everything that was going to take place was to my benefit. So again, you were the reason that I was able to buy a house at 24. It's just, I look back and I think, wow, my memories are not, work related, they're personal, and you were always there for me. And I don't want to say you were like a daddy, but you were like a daddy. Just kidding. But you have to know what a special place you hold in my heart. I will always love you. I'm telling you, I have mad respect for you in so many different ways. I look back and think you were so successful at such a young age, and how business headstrong you were, where, to look at these days, you just don't see that kind of work ethic as much as you did back then, and you definitely displayed the work ethic that most of us carry with us today because of you. So I love you. I think that you were so special. I appreciate everything that you did for me. I want this birthday to be super special for you. I hope that you look at these videos and they bring a smile to your face. I hope that you know how many lives that you've touched in one way or another, and that these videos that people are making for you, I just want it to be the best birthday that you can have. So with that being said, I hope that in the future, maybe 2021, that we can get together and catch up. But until then, happy birthday. I hope it is an awesome one. And until then, I love you.
later from my employment under Palmer Grimm's tutelage, dating back to starting in June of 1989. Good God, that's been 30 years. So I think I was 10 when I started, but no, I had the great pleasure of working for Palmer for about 5 years at the 106 store back in the heyday when Home Depot was just it was just so much fun. Incredible store, great leadership. Just really spent a lot of my favorite years there. So to all that were involved in that, thank you. And to recognize Kelly reached out on this, and for what it's worth, I just got to say, like, since day one, Palmer has always just been Kelly's biggest fan. It was just a great story. It was really, really funny to watch this low-key, kind of quiet guy just become so enamored with a beautiful girl, and let history make its mark with you too. So, pretty awesome story. Thanks for letting me be a witness to that.
Okay, I saw my other video and I hated it. So now I'm redoing it, but now I have to do it in the bathroom floor. I first met Palmer in early 1992 when I applied for a job at the Home Depot store 106 in Kennesaw. But Palmer was not the one that interviewed me. It was actually Angelo. I remember we were in a back office. Angelo was asking me questions. Palmer knocked on the door, poked his head in, told Angelo he was needed outside. Angelo asked him to come in and sit with me until he got back. So Palmer came in, sat down, didn't really say anything. Wasn't asking me any questions, just kind of looked uncomfortable. So, of course, I immediately relaxed. This isn't the boss, this isn't who I'm trying to impress. But then my nervous energy took over and I just pretty much babbled like an idiot until Angelo finally came back into the room. I'm almost positive Palmer never said a word the whole time. I think I just pretty much talked to myself. Fast forward a couple of weeks, I get a phone call. I'm hired. I'm super excited. I show up for training. There's a whole bunch of us. We'd all been hired at the same time. We go into the back conference room where there's a bunch of tables. We're sitting there kind of talking, and then in walks Palmer and Angelo. Except this time, the dynamic was completely different. There was no question who was in charge, and it wasn't Angelo. It was Palmer. Palmer walked into that room with an air of authority that you could not notice, right? Everybody in that room immediately sat up straighter, stopped talking, and started paying attention. Except for me, I immediately realized that I had been tricked, and so I started going back into my head trying to figure out what in the world had I said to the person while he was sitting in the room with me when I was babbling like an idiot. That was my first impression of Palmer. Number one, I realized, hey, this guy's smart. I need to be on my toes. And I found him very, very intriguing. I was very intrigued by Palmer Grimm. Okay, and just ignore the screaming that you probably can hear outside my window. Just ignore it. So anyway, like I said, I was very intrigued by Palmer. I was really impressed with his little scheme that he had going on with Angelo, for the interviews. And so I was like, I need to find out more about this guy. So when I was in the break room, I would listen. And it wasn't long before I learned three things. Number one, Palmer was single. Number two, he was straight. And number three, he lived near Perimeter Mall. Okay, I can work with that. So I'm from a very small town, Canton. It's not so small now, but back then it was super small. And if you hung around Walmart long enough in Canton, eventually you would run into everybody you knew. So I was like, Perimeter Mall, Walmart, same thing. What's the difference? So I literally drove to Perimeter Mall at least 2 or 3 times on days that I knew that Palmer was off, when I was off, and I sat in the food court fully expecting to run into Palmer. Yep, I did that. And big surprise, didn't work. Okay, honey, I am running out of time trying to make these videos. I have gone all over this house, in bathrooms and closets and my bedroom floor, sneaking around trying to get this done, and I'm running out of time. So I guess we're just gonna have to do without those stories of all the times that I stalked you and humiliated myself trying to get you to notice me and ask me out. But that's okay by me.
Happy birthday, Palmer, from me and the girls. Say hi, Charlie. Oh, no? You're too shy. Avery, say hi. Wave hi.
Bye.
Bye. It's hi.
Bye.
Say hi.
Bye to you, Canberra.
There you go. Good job. Happy birthday. Can you say happy birthday?
Bye-bye, Palmer. No way.
Happy birthday, Palmer. We hope you have a great day. And you've been part of our family for 28 years. And lots of happy memories. All those weekends that I got to come spend time with the boys and with Kelly and with you, when I'm sure you would rather have been relaxing. And some of my favorite memories are, of course, at Callaway Gardens, due to your generosity of taking us there every summer.
And when Judd graduated from high school, we asked him where he wanted to go for his senior trip. And instead of like most teenagers that want to go to the beach and party, he said he wanted to take his girlfriend to Callaway because he always had such a good time there with Kelly and the boys and with Melanie. So that was a big part of his childhood growing up, and that was possible thanks to your generosity.
So we hope that you have another happy 28 years with our family, and that you have a great birthday. And hopefully this will be more of a surprise than it was 20 years ago when Kelly did that half birthday and she flushed her keys down the toilet at the bakery. So cheers to you, Palmer. Happy 65th.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Uncle Palmer. I just want to let you know that I hope you have a great day and you have a good birthday. And I appreciate everything that you've done for all of us, and being able to see you at Callaway like last year was really nice. And I hope we can do something like that again when the whole Corona thing is over or something like that. It was just really nice, and I appreciate everything you've always done for the family and for me and stuff like that. And I hope you have a really good day.
For 15 years now, and he's been an inspiration and just amazing to watch through all these years, especially after the accident. His hard work and determination to make it to the studio 4 times a week, it's just unbelievable. And I'll never forget that right after the accident, when he tried to come back, we had like a whole flight of stairs to get up to at the other studio, he would walk up on his tush and his arms and kind of scooch himself up to the top of those steps so that he could work out 4 times a week. And we would hang his IV bag over the Cadillac here and then scooch his vacuum unit for his leg underneath, and even put ties around his Elizra and move it for a while. And it was just unbelievable, his grit and hard work. And most importantly, he's become a friend to all of us. Every single instructor here just adores Palmer, and he has a following. Everyone around here asks, how's Palmer doing if he doesn't come in? He's made friends with everybody at the studio, and he's just a pleasure to work out and to be around. And I look forward to 15 more years, Palmer, of working you out or more. Have a very happy birthday. Bye-bye.
Hey Palmer, happy birthday. Hey, I just wanted to take a moment and say a few kind words for you, and just tell you how grateful I am to know you, and how grateful we are to have you in our lives, involved in our lives. It really means the world to me and to Lori how much you and Kelly have both just poured so much love out toward our family and toward my daughter. She loves you. You're her fuzzy, and you know, that's not something. I don't think that's something that comes easy for a lot of people. She's very selective, so you know, take that and run with it. I hope you have a very, very happy birthday. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done, and you know what I mean.
Happy birthday, Palmer. Thank you for being in our lives, and thank you for all that you do. We love you a lot.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Palmer.
Happy birthday, Palmer.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Palmer. Happy birthday to you. 65.
Okay, bye.
Hey Palmer, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. Thank you for all that you've done for us through the years, and I'm just thankful for you as a friend. Happy birthday!
My opening shot that I have is a turn that you feel that you're comfortable in fast, carrying your speed in, hitting that loop and just
yeah, dude. It's a 65. Good to go, man. Brand new.
What are y'all doing?
Cooking eggs. We're gonna wash our hands again because we got raw.
You cracked an egg?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you like cooking with Bubba? Do you like cooking with Bubba?
Here, both hands.
That's running. You guys don't want to put 2 hands.
Are your hands all good?
6.
Shake.
I got blood at you. Who wants cookies?
There you go, buddy. Thank you. Torso.
He's a torso.
Your torso's gone. Got you off?
No, I have to stop it.
Eat it. You got that
That
right.
whole thing was on standby.
Huh?
I'm just now recording.
Let's reenact.
Yeah, back up. Let's do it again. Wait, man. Let's
It's
start.
like Iwo Jima. What?
Happy birthday
What do you mean?
To who?
for Daddy.
Okay, say it one more time.
Happy birthday to Bob Daddy.
Thank you.
All right. You ready to eat cake?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Happy birthday. I hope you're having an awesome day. And I just wanted to say, of course, thank you for everything that you've done that has impacted my life for the better. I just wanted to say a few of the things that I admire about you. One of them is your determination and how you have been a source of inspiration for so many people. And we've been hearing some of those stories from your former employees and just how you've impacted their life for the better with sometimes just a simple action that you've done that has made a ripple effect in the rest of their life. And so I really admire that and think that's really inspirational. And I also really admire your ability to see a person's potential when sometimes maybe others can't. You seem to have a really strong ability to see what someone is capable of. Those are just a few of many things that I think are cool about you. So I hope you have an awesome birthday, and I love you, and I will see you soon.
Hey Dad, Palmer Jr. here. My favorite memory comes from Paintball Atlanta, where we used to play for all those years. We were playing, and there was this one guy that just wouldn't go out, and finally I just lit him up, shot him about 10 times, and he finally walked out, and as he's walking out, he lifts his gun up like he's gonna shoot me in the back, and the ref flipped out, so they were gonna throw him out, and me went up to him and said, "Hey, if you want to play like that, I have a real gun in my car we can play with." You know, you weren't gonna let some bully try to, you know, scare us. So that just made me so proud that you would stand up for me like that. And anyways, just have a great birthday. Love you very much.
Birthday, dear Baba Daddy. Happy birthday to me.
When I first met you, I was very intimidated by you. But as I've grown to know you over these past few years, you've become a very important person in my life. I look up to you so much, and I've learned so much from you. You are a key part of my success, and without your help along the way, I would not be where I am today. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for my family, for being who you are, and for loving the Lord the way you do. You're the best fuzzy ever. We hope you have the happiest of birthdays. We love you.
Hello, Palma. I just wanted to come by and tell you happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Fuzzy.
Hey, Fuzzy.
Say I love you. Blow kisses.
Birthday, Gigi.
Happy birthday, Gigi. Blow kisses.
Happy 65th birthday, Uncle Palmer. Hey Palmer, we're getting ready to go get one of your early birthday presents. Just taking a spin in the Cobra. So we'll stop here in a minute and finish up this video. All right. know, the FDA just approved the Pfizer vaccine for COVID. And since you're just turning 65 and you're one of the first groups that's allowed to get it, I was able to grab some doses here from Pfizer's right next door. Got it in the ice chest, and we have it at the right temperature, so that should be enough doses for you and the family down in Georgia. Additionally, since your birthday always falls on Christmas, I think you've been gypped over the years on some of the presents, so I'm doing an early gifting and gonna trust you with my Trump Pence Make America Great Again Santa Claus. So I hope you find a prominent spot for this on the fireplace mantle or in your office. So I'm going to put this gently in here and then load in the vaccine. We'll shut up the trunk. Our plan is to drive straight through. I'm going to bring Wes with me. We'll change out drivers as we head down the road. So again, early birthday present. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wes wants to say hi too.
Happy birthday, Uncle Palmer.
All right, let's get.
We'll see you soon.
Let's hit the road.
We wish you a happy birthday. We wish you a happy birthday. We wish you a happy birthday and at least 50 more. We're sorry we couldn't be there. We're sorry we couldn't be there. We're sorry we couldn't be there. It's like 64. It's time to get your Medicare. It's time to get your Medicare. It's time to get your Medicare, Social Security too. We wish you a happy birthday. We wish you a happy birthday. We wish you a happy birthday and at least 50 more.
It's Corey Lewandowski. You know me as President Trump's 2016 campaign manager and his current 2020 senior advisor. Look, your beautiful wife Kelly reached out to me and told me that your birthday is coming up on Christmas Day. Just want to call and wish you a very happy birthday, a fantastic Christmas, a safe and happy New Year. I hope you get to spend it with your friends and family. Kelly loves you very much. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, we can say that again, and have a safe and happy New Year. You take care.
Donald Trump with a special birthday message for the one and only Palmer, who is a terrific guy, tremendous guy really, and what a huge honor it is for you to have me here and to wish you a very, very happy, huge, bigly birthday, because I understand that you are a great successful person, great business person. Like myself, you started with Home Depot at the very beginning, and you were hired by Bernie Marcus, who said you're hired, and Arthur Blank, who once was so mad at you, Palmer, you might remember this, probably it's etched into your memory, that he accidentally spit on him while yelling. So I hope you invested in that company, I really do, because you would have made a lot of money. And but you're a huge Trump fan, probably the biggest. I would say the second biggest, because I'm probably the biggest Trump fan of all. But you're definitely a big Trump fan, and I want to thank you for that, because it's been a very, very tough time, because they're trying to steal the election. Sleepy Joe wrote The Art of the Steal. And as you know, I wrote The Art of the Deal, which is much better. We're going to win it back. And so I hope this is going to make your birthday great again, because believe me, it's been a very tough road, but we're on the way back. We really are. It's going to be very successful, just like your days at Home Depot. So, Palma, have a huge birthday. Thank you from the president. Still the president, by the way.
Well, hey, honey, I just got off the phone with you, and you told me that you were on your way here. So that means that I really am out of time for these videos, so I'm not going to have a chance to do my hair or makeup for your final video. Sorry. But I guess it doesn't really matter since this is the way you normally see me anyway. So I just want to say I had a lot of fun doing this. I had a lot of fun watching the videos. I learned a lot of new things about you, things that I didn't know before. It was also nice to reminisce and remember my days at 106 with you. I hope that you watch these videos, and I hope that you're really proud of yourself for what you have accomplished, especially at such a young age. I mean, I think you retired at like 44 or something, 43 or 44, and which is amazing. So it's been amazing for me to get to share my life with you, and it's never been dull. I'll say that, it's never been dull, but I wouldn't change it. And even though we've had our ups and downs, we always seem to find our way back to each other. And I think I've proven that I will stalk you if necessary. So anyway, happy birthday, honey. I love you.
Happy birthday, Fuzzy! You quit being silly. Quit it.
I'm back in the bathroom again. Palma is literally right outside the door of the bathroom. So, watching Mark Levine or whatever his name is. So anyway. Did you hear that?
When I first met you, I was very intimidated by you. But as I've grown to know you over these past few years, you've grown to be such...
I just want you to know, I did a perfect recording. Well, except I didn't push the red button. So I just feel like I need to apologize for the next video. I need to apologize for the next video. No, I don't. I can't do this. I don't know how actors do this. I need a script. I really need a script.